What up, legends? Today we're going to be talking about something very important that has given me so much in my life, and I'm pretty sure that will give so much to your life too. If you just follow along until the last of this video, you will realize something about life, a deep truth that not a lot of people talks about, which is called being delusional. Now, I know you've heard a lot that, being delusional and this and that, but trust me, by being delusional, you can make a lot of money. You can pull the 10 out of 10 girl. You can be living the lifestyle of all the rich people are living. Because guess what? They're all delusional and arrogance. It's a war of arrogancy and delusional. It's always the bad people at the end that pull it off. Now, let's talk about a little bit of arrogance and delusional, right? Let's say you want to create a business, right? And then you're thinking, what if the first thing you think when you try to start a business, you think, what if it does not work out? So your mind is already in a default state of crashing you down, right? And instead, if you think that if I start this business, it's going to work out, if I put more time into it, it's going to work out, it will eventually work out because you do believe in it. Whatever you believe, you give them a power. And that power multiplies in this universe and make it happens. So you cannot, your mind is the only defeat. Whatever thing you in your mind is going to become. So one man's problems in the whole life could be solved just by thinking in a positive way. But majority of your thoughts, I want you to encounter how many times you think positive about your life, or how many things you are ugly and you're not good enough. And we always talk about big ball energy. Like if you have two big balls, like you should have always positive thinking in your fucking mind. Okay? And instead, the same way, most majority of our thoughts are negative, and the same way, if you can flip the switch, if you become delusional, and you believe that, let's say you want to start a business, you want to start a company, right? And probably you want to start some self-help talking. You're going to talk to people. You wanna be like content creator, right? So then you have to think that everybody is obsessed with me. Everybody wants to hear me. I have something to say. I know how to articulate stuff. I know how to say stuff. People want to hear from me, and then you will succeed. Then, because only then you will have a mindset where it would actually provide you with all the universal knowledge. Our mind is connected to the universe. It might just go all over your head right now, but listen to me, okay? When you think, you behave a certain way. If you think positive, you behave in a positive certain way that brings that inner self that actually people want to hear from you. And if you think nobody wants to hear from me, I got nothing to say, like I'm not educated enough, then you've already lost the game, my man. You've already lost the game. So you can't never do this. Always have don't have a self-limiting belief. And instead, let's say, one of the example I'll give, it could be with a girl, right? So you see a girl and she is pretty hot. So, and you say, why would she want me? Well, now you have no chance of getting her. Before you had a chance, because I'm pretty sure you have seen some short out looking guy with a beautiful girl before, right? So you know that there is a chance. But now you have no chance. You take away the chance by being overthinking. You have to catch yourself when you're trying to do something, and all of a sudden you're thinking negatively about it. Like, you have to catch yourself right away that, why am I thinking negative? Where is it coming from? It's because you were too intelligent. You're too intellectual. You overthink too much because you want to read so much book. You take so much like good educated intellectual video content you observe every single day, and that's what's causing you. That's what's actually holding you back. It's pretty simple. You have to ask yourself, why am I thinking negative most of the day? How do I change it to the positive? Yeah, be delusional. You know, I've seen so many people, they're not better than you and they're making $10,000 a month. you know so it's all the self-limiting belief. Like, you can see a guy from Australia, like, with a big beard and chubby and tall, and then he said, no, I'm strong, I go to the gym, and then like, all of a sudden he started to believe that oh no, I can, like, yeah, like, I have a 10 out of 10 body, and then he go to the gym, and he make a lot of money out of it. It's because of how he thinks. Even on the Matrix movie, that he tells Neo that you have to believe you can jump. It's all fucking belief, man. Have a ruthless belief, and this belief only comes when you become delusional. And big brain and intellectual person, they're most of the time poor and super intelligent. There is no luxury when you're poor and intelligent. I've seen so many people, they're so intelligent. You go to the street, there's fucking people who, like, in the street, right? Like, they're in the street. They have no house. There's homeless people. They're so intelligent. Bro, sometimes I feel like they should be on the head of the country or something, because they're super intelligent. So the intelligent person will never go anywhere in life. So they know too much, and you start to overthink. You start to analyze patterns. Life is not your fucking cheat sheet where you can analyze 24/7 7 days a week, man. Come on, you gotta live life at a certain point, right? You cannot just think about all this stuff. That's why I say, big brain and intellectual property, they know too much. They read a lot of books, they overthink a lot, and they're pretending to be genius by reading, like, meditation. I know that this thing doesn't work because you overthink. You try to kill yourself, you try to read too much, and they're depressed and all that. But if you become delusional, if you're the kind of person who, like, what it does is that this kind of intellectual reading destroy your arrogance, and arrogance come from ignorance. You need to be ignorant. Now, these stupid people don't believe the thing that take it apart from them. They believe whatever they want to believe. They believe they can be the top NBA player, right? So they can believe that they could achieve anything. I'm pretty sure you have seen these video of what's his name? I forgot. He is Kanye West. He says, yeah, if I play in NBA, I will be in the top of the NBA. And there is no way you can convince him otherwise. These people are not intellectual people. that's the fucked up part. These people are not intellectual people. They have no education. They have no higher education or nothing. Even all the successful people in this world has ever seen, this earth that we currently live in, they're not even educated people. They're dropout. Elon Musk is a dropout. But you know what they are? They're arrogance. They believe they can absolutely affect anything in this life because they have very lower level of educations. And that's why I think education is created in a way to make you overthink. And you overthink and overthink, and you get nothing done in life. They try to put a lot of bullshit in your head. So all the people, majority of the successful people the world has ever seen has never finished high school. And yet they control trillions of dollars because they are arrogance. Because they didn't read a lot of books. If they have written a lot of books, that will enslave you into thinking of different ways, and you will start to contradict a lot of stuff. You will not have this. You will not build up this arrogant self-belief that you can absolutely have anything. That's why I do think you should read books, but you should read books of a certain type of books, not all kinds of books, because the books has not been created. There are so many books that are banned. You should read those banned books like 1976, like which will open your eyes, not the books which you see in the market. So these are the very important things of life. These are the real education. You have to be stupid enough, you have to be arrogant enough, and you believe absolutely you can do anything. You have to believe my physics is 10 out of 10, and you have to post content and you'll make money. Trust me, when you believe that your body's 10 out of 10, you don't need anything, you would work more, you would visualize those things, and you would get things done. That's how everything happens in life. You have to believe that you are the fucking man before you're him yet. Because how do you expect to get a destination if you don't even know where you're going? How can you expect to get to a destination if you don't even know where you're going? How can you pull a 10 out of 10 girl if you don't believe you are already a 10 out of 10? That universe is very equal. You will only get what you deserve in life. If you believed you are 10 out of 10 and then you work out, you will get more motivation and will attract 10 out of 10. I have. Trust me, I have. There was a girl, like I met her, and everybody treat her like a queen, the queen of this area where I live. But I treat her like just a normal being. I say, hey, what are you doing, And I don't stop for nothing because I'm 10. What are you gonna say? I'm 10 out of 10. Look at this body. It's beautiful. Look at this face. It's beautiful, So this is kind of arrogance, but you have to believe the same way as I have a belief in myself. It could be whoever, black, brown, white, or whoever, Chinese or whatever. You have to believe that you are the best. And then you might say, oh, what if people say I'm arrogant? Why the fuck you care? You see that your mindset is coming again. You have to get rid of this educational mindset into your mind. You're too intelligent. That too intelligent is holding you back. Think what is happening in your life right now. Are you happy where you are? No? If the answer is no, then listen to me. Trust me. I'm here to educate you on a good faith. Just trust me, because that's the main reason why it's holding you back, because you think too much. What if people say arrogant thing about people? What do you care? Do you want to win or not? Look at your life. And you can absolutely affect anything in life just by changing your think. So if that's the way you're thinking for that long, now you have to think, so that's what got me there. Why am I still here if I'm thinking like too intellectual like this? And then you have to bend to the reality. Say, okay, there is something wrong of the way I'm thinking, because I can't even make $10,000 a month, and there are so many people who are making like billions of dollars. I just told you, they are not even high school educated, so they're affecting people's life. They're enslaving people like you, like in a job every single day for the rest of their human life, because you are too educated, you're too intellectual, which is holding you back. So you have to be delusional, you have to be stupid, and you have to think that whatever you want to think is possible, you already have it. If you want to make $10,000 a month, you already have to believe that I have this lifestyle. That doesn't mean that go blow up all the money, but try to live like that. Go to the hotel and try to feel the environments of the you don't even have to most of the hotel, they have their receptionist. You can just hang around in the receptionist area with a big place where you can sit down and see different stuff, like probably go for a car drive, the test drive in a nice place. I drive Porsche. I go Porsche drive test, testing the car, just cruising, just feeling it in. And it doesn't not gonna happen in one day, but I know it will happen, and I believe it will happen, because I don't see these are the people who are successful. They're not better than me. I think they are pretty much the same people, and it's not even better. They're actually stupid. You have to be stupid. If you're better, then you're not gonna get anywhere in life because you know you're intelligent. I know you know you're intelligent. I know you know a lot, but why your life is shit? That's it. I've lived a life. If you look at my TikTok and my social media, I used to live in a place that cost me about about a couple of grands a month. But I lived there. It's one of the top buildings in the city of Montreal, in the old Montreal, with a beautiful loft and it like floor to ceiling window, and it's a luxury apartment. It's like 4.5 star, and all the stupid people used to live there. Trust me, I've seen it a lot. You know, you not even believe. No, these are not educated people, you know, like, but they have a lot of companies. They are delusional. They believe they can pull it off, everything. And I've lived my life, man. Every single day, I would wake up. But right now, I'm at a point. I'm still living in one of the nicest neighborhood, and in old Montreal. But what I'm trying to say is, I've lived the life. You know, I've traveled a lot. Like I have. Like if I go to right now, if I go to Mexico or if I go to any other place, I could easily like spend the amount of money that I'm spending and live in one of the greatest hotel. But right now, I'm just like, you don't actually need a lot, you know, but you have to believe that, you know, the lifestyle that you could have, like how it would feel. You have to go to this, live on those beautiful hotels for about like 4 months, 6 months. I lived in that like 4.5 star loft for about like 5 months, I feel like. And it actually, just to feel, just to get and feel, you know. Right now I'm in like in a different positions, right, where probably I'm thinking more in terms of like owning like properties and those kind of things, like more mature thinkings and stuff, just instead of blowing up. Yeah, you might have a lot of money, that doesn't mean that you can blow it up, you know. So you have to think in terms of your futures and everything that are yet to come, you know. So but you have to live a life for yourself to see it how it feels. And you don't even have to spend a lot of money, as I said, you know. You can just go to all these hotels and then live there and try to feel it. So you have to believe that you actually made it before you can make it. You have to believe in your mind that it is possible and feel those vibe cruising this Porsche or Lamborghini, and then go to these beautiful places and live to these beautiful places and see how it feels. And it should motivate you to do your own business or whatever you want to do in life. You know, it'll motivate you to a point where, you know, it'll take some time, you know, but you will get the vibe, you'll get the frequency, you know. Like Nikolai Tesla said, it's all about frequency and vibration. When you live in a beautiful places, you attract these things into you, magnetize these things. You start to think clear because you see these beautiful things around you, and your mindset become clear, you become happier, and then the happiness brings more happiness to you. It's like, you know, upward spiral or downward spiral. And if you start to create content and you start to get more motivation. When I was living in the hotel, I was creating content all day, you know. So you like, these are the things. You have to be stupid and self-delusional and always think positive yourself. Man, you're gonna pull it off. You're gonna make $10,000 a day. Come on, there are so many people, as I already mentioned, they're not even high school graduate, and they control the whole world. So it's not about how education, how many books you've read. It's about how delusional belief you have in yourself, and your belief, the quality of your thoughts becomes the quality of your belief, and the quality of your beliefs will make the quality of your thoughts, and these things will amplify into real life. Because when you can hold that frequency, the universe will give it to you. And just have a ruthless self-belief, be stupid, be arrogant, and, you know, like, be delusional, and believe you can absolutely dominate anything in this life, and you'll pull it off. We'll see you soon, guys. You're all kings and queens. You got dreams and inspiration, and everything you want to achieve in life, everything is possible. You just have to have right mindset. For getting even more mindset motivate, and it's going to take time. As I said, our default system is built in a way to think negative most of the time. You motherfuckers are too intelligent. You motherfuckers are too good That's the problem. That's what's holding you back. Be delusional, be stupid. Don't try to like argue a lot of stuff, you know, just do what you want to do. You only get one life. You only live 80 years if you're lucky. So there is no luxury of being intellectual nowadays. I hope you understand and hope that clarified this in this video. For more motivational content, come back. It's not a motivation, it's just that motivation comes and goes, but we will try to, you know, change your default system of your brain in which you operate. You know, like you have to go to the root in order to change stuff. Motivation is on the top, it's on the tree level, but it's not on the root level. The root level is your self-limiting belief, and that's what you're going to change. Because when you change your root level belief, you don't have to worry about motivation anymore, because your root is different. You operate on a different frequency from the root. So keep coming back, and we're going to go to the moon. That's right.